Ah, the legendary Kentucky Fried Chicken, a symbol stitched into the very fabric of American culture for generations. Think back to those delightful evenings seated around the family dinner table, eagerly reaching for that crispy, irresistible piece of the original recipe chicken, the savory side of mashed potatoes, drenched in velvety gravy, and don't forget the golden, buttery biscuits that just melt in your mouth. Pure bliss. Those moments, my friends, are not merely memories, they're treasured experiences, encapsulating the allure and magic of KFC, a fast food titan once seemingly invincible in its glory. But alas, times have shifted, casting shadows upon the once illustrious empire of fried chicken. Gone are the golden days where KFC reigned supreme, with competitors looking up, mouths agape, wondering about the secret recipe not just in the chicken, but in their unprecedented success. Indeed, a peek into the annals of fast food history would present a dazzling vision around 2004 when KFC was at its pinnacle. And if you fancy a trip further down memory lane to the roaring 70s, you'd find KFC basking in unparalleled dominion. But the most mesmerizing era of all was arguably during the vigilant watch of the Colonel himself, pre-1964, crafting a legacy of unparalleled quality and customer satisfaction. But every tale has its twists and turns. Where did the narrative skew for our beloved KFC? What sinister shadows loomed over its crispy exterior, leading to its gradual yet undeniable decline? Colonel Sanders, the original maestro of fried chicken, whose life was as flavorful and unexpected as his famous recipe. Young Harlan Sanders was but a 6-year-old when the culinary muses kissed his fingertips, bestowing upon him an innate talent for cooking. However, life, as it often does, threw curveballs at him, with the tragic loss of his father and a difficult home life leading him to abandon formal education and set forth on a myriad of adventures and jobs. 1929 marked a turning point, with Sanders, against the canvas of Kentucky, turning a modest gas station into a beacon of culinary delight. A small, nondescript room transformed into a haven of delectable chicken, fresh, crunchy vegetables, and the allure of the warm, inviting biscuits. As word spread and the 40 candles on his birthday cake flickered, a larger restaurant and motel sprung up, heralding the dawn of the KFC era. With the dawn of the 1950s, Colonel Sanders, with twinkle-eyed determination, set forth on an expedition to expand his crispy empire through franchises, planting the first seeds in the soils of Utah in 1952. The Colonel, embodying the spirit of his brand, traversed the vast expanse of the country, pitching the dream of owning a KFC establishment to eager listeners. The iconic red and white stripes of the brand, coupled with the Colonel's secret concoction of 11 herbs and spices, wove a tapestry of irresistible allure. But it was more than just about the chicken. It was about the man, the legend, the Colonel, whose visage and brand outshone even the establishments themselves. From a humble gas station to over 600 locations nationwide, Colonel Sanders orchestrated a symphony of flavor and brand genius before passing the baton in 1964. In the swirl of time, a consortium of visionaries acquired the venerable KFC for a cool $2 million, extending to Colonel Sanders an annual remuneration of $40,000 to remain the dazzling face of the brand. His presence breathing life into promotions and public events. With a spark unseen, these new stewards of the brand accelerated its expansion, unfurling the banner of KFC in a whopping 3,400 locations by the twilight of the decade, a mere 6 years into their stewardship. And ooh, what a spectacle it was! The numbers were dizzying, mirroring dreams painted large. However, beneath this tapestry of explosive growth, a shadow lurked, for with great expansion came a silent, creeping decline, a narrative twist that perhaps even they didn't foresee. Indeed, in those halcyon days, KFC soared high, its wings casting shadows over the fast food landscape as the largest chain, dwarfing even the golden arches of McDonald's. It was a titan, its visage reflected in every market, an undeniable leader in the arena of poultry delights, at a time when many of its current competitors were but twinkling stars in the vast cosmos. Then came a chapter where the reins of KFC were handed over to Hublin, exchanged for a colossal $285 million. Known connoisseurs of the alcohol beverage tapestry, with names like Smirnoff under their belt, Hübling charted a course consistent with their predecessors. The horizon glimmered with the lights of close to 6,000 KFC outlets by the 1980s. Yet, with each step forward, a toll was exacted. The rush for expansion, the thirst for more, saw corners being cut, costs being shaved, operations simplified, all unfolding silently at the altar of quality. Enter the critic, the connoisseur, Colonel Sanders himself, the man whose vision birthed the legend. The Colonel bore witness to the alterations, the subtle and not so subtle shifts away from his treasured recipes, and he did not remain silent. With a furrowed brow and a heavy heart, he critiqued the servings of KFC, once declaring with a hint of despair, "That's the worst fried chicken I've ever seen." His dismay extended to the gravy, which in his eyes had transformed into a horrible concoction, bearing an uncomfortable resemblance to wallpaper paste. When 1974 dawned and brought with it the extra crispy chicken, the Colonel could only shake his head, describing it as nothing more than a fried dough ball stuck on some chicken. His candid, sharp critiques eventually drew legal attention, though without success. But the challenges did not end there. In their quest for diversification, KFC drifted away from its essence, the iconic, beloved fried chicken. Ventures like Kentucky roast beef emerged and subsequently vanished, leaving behind tales of what could have been. And it was this drift, this subtle departure from their crispy golden core, that sowed the seeds of the myriad challenges that KFC navigated through in those turbulent times. In a twist of corporate musical chairs back in 1982, KFC found itself under the wings of R.J. Reynolds, known then as a colossal cigarette manufacturer. However, within a short span of 4 years, the brand was passed into the hands of Pepsi for a staggering $850 million, aligning with Pepsi's previous acquisitions of Pizza Hut and Taco Bell in a dance of synergy. But as the seasons changed and the market's tides ebbed and flowed, KFC found itself grappling to hold its crown firmly in place. A notable challenge arrived in the 1990s when Boston Market entered the stage, presenting rotisserie chicken standing stark against KFC's signature fried canvas. Rising to the occasion, KFC unfolded its own version of rotisserie chicken. However, the journey was far from smooth. Attempts to diversify the menu, to dance away from the golden, crispy core of fried chicken, didn't quite hit the expected notes. The passing of Colonel Sanders in 1980 cast a shadow over marketing efforts, with attempts to breathe life into his image through various campaigns and celebrity impersonations receiving lukewarm responses at best. The year 2009 saw a glimmer with the introduction of grilled chicken, though the subsequent marketing and promotional campaigns stumbled. Additionally, the wave of health consciousness sweeping through the consumer base posed its own set of challenges for a brand synonymous with fried delights. Despite venturing into healthier territories and waving goodbye to trans fats in their cooking oil, KFC found itself navigating through a storm of franchisee discontent, criticism from animal rights advocates, the need for restaurant facelifts, and customer service concerns. Whisperings and rumors about genetically altered chickens further muddied the waters. Yet, in the tapestry of challenges and setbacks, there was a silver lining. While its star dimmed in the United States, KFC's glow illuminated international markets with a particular spotlight on China. Much of the brand's energies and focus were channeled into foreign expansions, potentially at the expense of its standing back home. In the grand scheme, while KFC's influence might be experiencing a gentle decline in the US, the pond of opportunity is expansive and teeming with potential yet to be uncovered. So what do you think? Share with us your most favorite KFC moments in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more captivating business insights.